Good morning. Welcome to more accounts of the walking project I undertook in 2015, titled Walking Slowly Downhill. These were written on the afternoons of each day's walk and have been gathered under that title of Walking Slowly Downhill. They're considerations of whatever it was that went through my head that morning. And as I sat down on those afternoons, I tried to get them down as accurately as possible. This is an account of the 68th day, Langhorne Creek Road towards Milang. Today is Thursday. What do I know about Thursdays? I was born on a Thursday, Jupiter's day or Thor's. Same planet, same deity. On that particular Thursday, a full moon rose above Trieste. I remember another Thursday, long ago, perhaps 53 years ago in early May. I was 15 and I had just looked into Jan McConnell's eyes. After school, I caught the bus, got off at the corner of Mail and Wilson Street and walked home, still in a dream. I decided then, as I was walking down William Street, that for the rest of my life, each subsequent Thursday, I would remember that moment earlier in the day when she stood still in front of me and everything stopped. And I have. On many Thursdays since, I have remembered that strange moment I first looked into another human. I never spoke to Jan either on that day or after, and in fact, I don't think I ever spoke to her at all. And today, walking down Langhorne Creek Road, I thought about it being yet another Thursday, and I thought about her. How many Thursdays have passed since early May 1962? By my calculations, approximately 2,704. Each of those Thursdays has lasted 24 hours. At times, each hour has contained unthinkably long minutes, and at others, its full allotment of minutes has vanished without a trace, deep into all time gone. Time. I cannot think of anything else tonight. My eldest daughter is not well, and I have decided to drive back to Melbourne tomorrow morning to attend to her. I'm not sure if or when I will return to this journey, because another, far more urgent one is calling for my presence, and I have no idea where it will take me. I was only 3 days away from where the river's mouth finds its way to the ocean. But the endings we anticipate never materialize, and the ones we cannot see suddenly come into full view, irrespective of our readiness to embrace them. I'm ready to embrace whatever unfolds, at least as ready as I was when I began this current journey. But can I leave you for however long it may be with one consideration? I've been thinking about walking with permission and what it might mean. Of course, I've been thinking about that since before the project was first conceived, but for the last few weeks, as the substance of what I'm doing has emerged from the appearance of it, it's really been on my mind. And this is all I've been able to come up with. You're walking through someone's town as a guest. Your itinerary includes the wilderness surrounding the town, houses, gardens, unexpectedly intimate spaces, even cemeteries. You look around and you realize that many of the people you see, though most have lived here for a long time, are guests like you. So you seek out the owners and you ask them if indeed you might have their permission to walk uninterruptedly through their world, perhaps even by following your instinct. And they graciously say, yes, do, but do it in mindfulness. You thank them, and then you begin. And spending all these days placing one foot in front of the other has taught me that much. Or at least I think it has. Both the quiet times and the more convivial ones I've spent with Steve have significantly contributed to that. I have learnt much from him, and perhaps remembered much through sharing our days, much that I had long forgotten. There is so much more to share with you, and I thank you for your patient interest with what has come to pass so far. I don't know what will happen next, but then that's not so unusual. I hope to soon resume this dialogue with myself, with Steve, and with you. I thank those that gave me permission to walk, for without that, none of this would present in us. And I thank Steve for his patience and grace. Above all, I thank the river for its endless flowing, along whose banks I have learned to walk very slowly downhill. At that point of the walk, I decided to return to Melbourne for as long as it would take to take care of my family. I did return to the walk after a week or so, and I'll resume my accounts of each day, whether it was through the walk or not, tomorrow. I did understand at that point that irrespective of whether I was walking down to Murray or not, my walking slowly downhill simply continued, and it has continued since that realization. That strange ghost-like creature that is walking around is my dog. She seems to just enjoy checking out the space and being around me as much as, I hope as much as I enjoy being around her. Until tomorrow. Thank you for accompanying me on this strange journey. It was strange when it took place, when it unfolded, and just as intriguing now that I'm reading its account. Until tomorrow.